Hello. So today we'll do a fry update. It's been 1 week since the last video, and I'd say the fry have doubled in the bog pond. As you can see, you can actually see them now. You can see all the black shower fry. Amazing what a week does. Now they're feeding on Daphnia. There'll be no stopping the tobers. We've actually put a few in this little tank. Now this tank's got no filter. It's just stagnant water. But there's no readings of ammonia. There's no readings of nitrite. And they're growing really well. And there's about 60 fish in there, so you don't necessarily need a filter. We'll see whether they last. It's worth a try just to see. On the main pond we've scraped, and we've actually cured the white spot. There's no more white spot on them. Looks like we're in for a good thunderstorm. So we should drop one of them bio bombs into the filter and kick-start the filter. So I did the last treatment yesterday. It's had 3 treatments now. But on the second treatment I scraped 4 fish, never found any white spot, but I just treated it again just in case there were any on bottom. We'll start breeding them again in a week. I'll give them a week just to calm down. We've actually had the last half an hour getting tobies out the indoor tank, but these are taking a lot longer to grow. They're nowhere near as big as the ones outside in the bog pond, apart from the tobies. I've got a few in this tank here. Well, these are some of the tobies that we've taken out of the bog pond. Quite a few fish. There's a couple of dead ones on bottom, but that's just through moving them. You always lose a few when you move them. Right, these are the Pericina fry cross Sankey, and as you can see, they're starting to get a few markings now. See the pure white Pericina there. I'll say these are the tobies, but we're going to put them in here. I want to grow them just to see what they turn out like. Be interesting. There's this fish under the net. He's still cleaning the net. A quick look at the flash ears. These are doing really, really well. Some really nice fish. We've been really busy this week. We've actually altered the filter system on the indoor side of this. What we've done, we've actually taken a Nexus out. I'll go in and show you. We've got problems with the flow. I was losing so much flow with piping it over the top of the tanks. So what we've done, we've removed the pumps out here and we've put them on the back. Let's just put it on wide lens. We've put them in the back of the building and run all the pipes below water level, and then we've pumped straight through. I'll go back in and show you that in a minute. But the new filters We've actually swapped it to the Oasis bio chambers, and we've got 300 litres of Helix media. So we'll see how good this is. It's going to take a few weeks for it to all kick in, but this is the best time to do it now, because there's never going to be any less fish in there than what there is at the minute. We've had to alter all this pipe work. I'll say all the pipes now, all this is dead. Got to put the UV on in the other room. I'll do that tomorrow night. But that UV's dead, them pipes are no longer in use. I don't know whether it's clear down the side to show you. We'll have a quick look. Might be clear. Might not be clear. Here, we can squeeze past. So, what we've done, so these are all the pipe work. So this one now, the pumps are here, and the pipe runs all the way down, around the corner and into the garage. And then this pipe comes straight up and straight through the wall. Now when we altered this pipe, it drained the Nexus. The Nexus couldn't cope with the flow of the 200. It dropped the water level down to about 6 inches, which is no good for a Nexus. You know, we're pumping way too much. That's why I've had to swap to the Oasis chambers. So that's the other pump down there. Back into the building. So now it actually comes through there and then goes into the shower and then feeds them these 2 tanks. So there's still the 3 tanks on one side, and then on this one it comes straight out the wall there, straight out the pump, straight into this shower, and then feeds these 2 tanks. Where it has made the flow quite a bit better. And I say we're trying to build this filter system so it doesn't matter how many fish I put in here. Hopefully eventually we can get it somewhere like. But all these pipes now, these are all dead. I'm going to cut all these off, and then my plan is this year I want to insulate all these walls with 4-inch insulation, and hopefully put a combi boiler in here. Get a gas main from down from the house all the way up into the koi house. But on the filter side, so now it comes straight out the building, straight into the drum. Then all 6 ponds then run into the bio chambers, and then out the bio chambers, one goes into the Nexus, and then the other one goes through the wall, and then it feeds 3 ponds. But they all link together, so basically they all filter in all the ponds at the same time. And there's still, I think there's 330 litres of K1 in this one, or K1 plus. And then in the backy showers, I don't know whether I rate the backy showers yet. I mean, they should be kicking in, but there's a slight ammonia reading after taking that filter off. I wouldn't have thought it'd be there with how many fish there is now compared to what there was. I think the Cyperax did better in the actual Nexus than what it's doing in the backy showers. I mean, in this one's full of CSM media. both tiers, and then this one that one's full of Cyperax, and I think the bottom's full of CSM and Cyperax. But the amount is very, very slight. I have had it better when everything was running how it was. Hopefully it'll all come back to that. On the fry tanks, so basically all we're running this fry tank on is this green filter. This has got about 30 litres of Cyperax in. It's got the plastic media in that comes with the filter, and then just some sponges. And I think it's got about an 8,000 litre an hour pump on it. But it is coping. We've got no readings, but they're only tiny fry at the minute. We know it don't cope once they all get to an inch, then they're all going to have to go in here. But with us changing the filter, we thought we'd better grow them in these tanks until this new filter kicks in, because it's going to take some time for that new media to start. Once it gets a biofilm on it, then we'll be alright. So hopefully by next weekend we'll start breeding them again. So we've still got, I think there's about 8 left to breed. We're going to be really late on this year, but they're all looking good. Still nice and blue from the malachite and formalin. They're not going to be 100% happy because there's no bacteria in the filter, and there's that much natural food in this pond. They just don't stop feeding. You drop the water level, it's like a river of shrimps that come running over the end, and they're just mopping them up like an hoover. But we'll drop one of them bio balls in tomorrow, and in a couple of days we'll start feeding them again. Thanks for watching. Oh, in fact we'll show you the other filter before we go. This is a homemade backy shower type filter. Now this is running the swimming pool. I think it's got a 6,500 litres an hour pump on it. Now all it's got in, so we've got the Cockney Koi tank connectors, 2 of them, and then straight out of sink waste, launch an elbow into there. This is sink waste again, Evolution Aqua rubber pipe, and then just solvent well pipe from Wicks. Inside the filter, same again, just solvent well pipe all the way around, and inside we've got a mixture of CSM and Cyperax in here. I think the CSM media seems to be quite good. Running on here we've got no readings, and to say how many fish is in here and how much egg I'm actually putting in it, loads and loads of egg. And still loads and loads of fish in here, even though we've took all them tobies out that's in the building. So thanks again for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe. If you subscribe, I'll keep doing these videos. A big thank you to everybody that has subscribed and all the comments. It's nice to see that, you know, people are enjoying what they're seeing. And we'll see you in the next video, hopefully in a week. Thank you.